Hello. Welcome to Buzzing with Cousin Talk. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's doing good. Before I start this great show, I want to shout out to the community, you, the people out there, for volunteering in different events, Meals on Wheels, food banks, musicians doing events virtually, museums doing projects online, art associations, fitness shows, interviewers. Thank you, everybody, during these times. The Jazz Festival even did a show. That was a great show. I hope you guys saw it. Anyway, I'd like to get started today. We got a special guest. On the night of September 21st, a lady stepped in the chilly waters in Santa Cruz in the dark and swam 25 miles from Santa Cruz to Monterey in a record time of, listen to this, 12 hours and 42 minutes. We were sleeping, she was swimming. Please let me welcome special guest. Welcome, Catherine Breed. Catherine, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Glad you came on. How do you feel?
Better now.
All right, great. I want to thank you for these crazy times we're having right now. I want to thank you for making us that day, making us cheer, making us clap, making us whistle, making us yell, making us happy. Thank you. That was fantastic, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, my friends and I were texting, and it's like, oh, she's got 4 hours to go. She's got 1 hour to go. I think she's at the kelp forest. She made it. Yeah. Yay. Anyway, Catherine, where are you from? And when did you first get in the water?
So I was born and raised in Pleasanton, California. So I've always been local to the Bay Area. I started swimming when I was 4. But I grew up spending my summers sailing in the San Francisco Bay. So the ocean's always been really comfortable for me.
And so you're considered a marathon swimmer, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And what's the criteria? Is it like 3 miles plus, or how does that?
I think to be a marathon swimmer, you're probably doing 6 miles or more. And then ultra marathon distance is probably up around like 20 miles, 15, 20 miles and up.
How long you been doing it? For
3 years.
Wow.
I swam in college, so I swam at Cal. So I had a pretty successful pool career. And then I started marathon swimming and training for it in 2016. And my first swim was 2017.
What other swims have you done? I mean, have you done other swims in different areas, or?
Yep, I've done the English Channel. I have the record for Lake Tahoe, South Shore to North Shore, which is 21 miles. I've done the North Channel, which is Ireland to Scotland. I've done a few races in Arizona. I've done around Manhattan, so 20 bridges around the island of Manhattan.
Wow, that's really great.
Mm-hmm.
And how long did you train leading up to this event?
I probably started ramping up about 3 to 4 months out, but I have a strong base because I do a couple of these every year. So I pretty much always go through ebbs and flows of training and resting, bringing my yardage up, bringing my yardage down when I'm resting.
Can you train in a pool or just open water or a little bit of both?
I usually do a little bit of both. With COVID, it's been just open water.
Yeah. And how do you get acclimated to that chilly water? I mean, is it just like, oh, here we go, or is it just like you're okay with it?
No, I mean, gosh, every time I get in, I'm like, oh, it's so cold. I don't want to be here. But I feel that way about a pool too, and a pool's 80 degrees.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time swimming in the ocean. So I'm pretty used to 57 to 60 degree water. I'm very comfortable with it. I'm also working really hard the whole time. So I'm not just floating in that water, to get ready for the North Channel, it was 52 degrees. And I don't wear a wetsuit for any of this. So I think that's important to note is I do this with just a bathing suit. So the North Channel was 52 degrees. So I spent my winter training up in Tahoe. So in 48 degree water or colder. I wasn't taking warm showers. To warm up, I was just trying to warm up naturally instead of getting in a hot shower or a sauna. So there was a lot of brain training and just training my body to become with the cold.
When some of the people that I know knew, when they knew that you were going to be on, they asked questions. So I'm going to be asking you questions. Is like, why did she wear a wetsuit? And I'm thinking it would kind of hinder you. Am I right? Or
no, so a wetsuit would probably help me go faster, actually. The reason I don't wear a wetsuit is because English Channel rules, traditional English Channel rules are one bathing suit, one cap, and your goggles. And that's kind of how marathon swimming is right now. So it's a very purist sport. I could wear a wetsuit, but then it would be considered assisted. So it wouldn't really count.
Yeah. Wow, that's really great. Now, what about your diet? Was there a special diet or
before the swim?
Yeah, I mean, is anything that you were eating or drinking or?
Yeah, no. Before the swim, I usually try to cut my calories a little bit. And then, like when it's a really cold swim, I'll try to put on a little bit of weight. And then I won't drink alcohol for a few months before a swim. And then during the swim, I just have a liquid carb mix called Infinite. And I have that in a bottle, and I'll chug that down every 30 minutes.
Now, was that night that you accomplished or started to accomplish this, was it weather permitting? Like you guys could have got down there and they would have said, oh, it's blowing out here, let's cancel? Or you were going to do it either way?
No, I probably what we did was about the worst I would have gone in. So it was fine. But with it being a local swim, there was no point in going in bad conditions. Now, if I fly over to England or fly over to Ireland to do a swim and I have a bad window because of weather, I'll probably still try to go one day and just get it done with. But we were pretty set on that night, and we'd looked at the weather week out, and it looked like it was going to be pretty good.
And you had a crew with you? Or you had a boat that kind of stands by and just kind of gives you something to drink? And
yep, exactly. I had a sailboat with captain and a co-captain on it, and then I had an observer to make sure it was an official swim. I had a paddler in the water. I had someone helping me with feeds. And then my mom actually joined this time. It was her first swim. And she helped out with doing some social media and making sure my paddler had what he needed.
Oh, wow. That's great that you had that crew.
Yeah.
And are you able to hear somebody's talking or?
No, I'm not. I have headphones in, or not headphones, earplugs.
So I mean, there was you couldn't hear somebody said, "You're at record pace. You're looking good. Everything's fine," or you can't hear that.
If they were yelling really loud, I could, but I would have to really be listening. You know, a lot of times people on my crew will cheer for me and be like, "Go, go, go," and I can't.
You didn't hear somebody screaming, "Hey, the Dodgers just scored, Catherine!" Yeah, that's right.
No.
All right, that's good. That's really great. Yeah, I noticed when you like got out of the water, that one photo, you had like a jelly on you. Was that like some kind of repellent or a liquid you had on your body? It was
white stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the white stuff was Desitin, actually, which is like a zinc. And I usually don't wear that in the nighttime because it's sunscreen. I don't need it on. But I used it as a vessel for Safe Sea, which is a jellyfish repellent. So I used the Desitin to hold the jellyfish repellent on, and it definitely made a difference. So yeah, I that was the white stuff. It was just zinc.
But you still
you still got stung.
You still got stung. What 20 times or something?
About 55 times. Considering how many there were, I thought that was a pretty good odds.
Yeah, that was like, here we go again. Yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. And then sharks, and you're worried about that probably.
Yeah, I was totally worried about that.
Yeah.
But you know, I had a shark band on, and then a shark shield on my paddle board. So, or the paddler had it. So I know that they're not like foolproof against great white sharks, but it felt a little better for me to have something on.
Yeah, so when it was time to get something to drink, somebody would lower some water or something on a string or something, or.
Yep, exactly. Every 30 minutes, I'd get a water bottle with some food and water in it.
Are you able to like rest, like just float for like 10 minutes and just let me relax, just to catch my breath, or were you continuously swimming?
I was continuously swimming. I could stop, but then my time would be slower.
Wow, 12 hours. Wow, that is just amazing what you did. I know you've heard it 1,000 times, but this is 1,001. That was unbelievable.
Thank you.
Yeah. When you were in the water, when you were going, did you say to yourself, "What am I doing here?" or "I got this," or "I think I'm going to do it," or what was going through your mind?
While I'm swimming, I'm pretty blank. I'm pretty present in the moment. I think that if I think too much, then I'm going to start thinking about the cold or how much longer I have or everything that hurts. So I pretty much shut my brain off. But when things get rough, I think about everyone that helped me get to that point, everyone that was cheering me on.
We were cheering over here in Monterey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you have an idea that you were at record pace, or?
Well, I think at about hour 4 or 5, I was pretty far under, and then over the canyon, I slowed down quite a bit. So I think I was way above record pace, like slower than it. And at that point I was like, you know what? I'm just going to finish. I'm not going to worry about a record. I don't really care. I just want to finish this swim. So I just, gave everything I had and kept plugging along. And then my crew let me know about 5 miles out that I was on record pace. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe if I push a little bit harder and a little bit harder, I can get it.
Wow, that's great. Yeah. When you were going, like, I guess your mind starts thinking and all that. And were you did you have something like on your mind, like when this is over, I'm going to get the biggest martini I can find? Or like I'm a Sicilian, I would say, I'm going to get the biggest plate of raviolis I can find when this is over. Or did you say, I just want to sleep for 3 days? I mean, did you
sleep? I wanted some food and I wanted to be in bed so badly.
Yeah. Did you, when you got there, I mean, when you're coming, you looked up and you saw land, right? And that was a beautiful feeling, I bet.
Yes. Yep. It's always nice when the shore is right there.
And when you get close, don't you get, you feel kelp that's kind of close to the shore?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Once I started, I knew that I was almost there because I've swam off the beach before.
Did you see any like wildlife, like harbor seals or anybody in the water with you there?
I did not. I heard dolphins. My crew saw a bunch of whales. They saw sea lions. They saw a mola sunfish, but I didn't see much on the swim. Just jellyfish.
Yeah. Now, when you got to the beach, San Carlos Beach, was there a medical team there to make sure that everything was okay, or did you get a massage? Or
Nope. I finished, and I don't know if you saw one of the pictures, but my knees were all scraped up because my skin was so saturated with salt. So when I fell on my knees, I just scratched my knees really bad. So I was kind of bleeding there, but I was okay. I had some friends on the beach that helped me get into the shower and helped me get changed, but I was mostly okay.
Wow, that's great. So what's next for you?
Rest. I'm actually going on vacation, a much needed vacation this week. And then I'll rest. And then next year I'll start thinking about what's next.
All right. That sounds great. I hope you keep us posted. And I know that you were swimming for an organization called Beyond the Black Line, and you raised some money. Who's Beyond the Black Line?
So Beyond the Black Line is just the Instagram name I chose. It refers to the black line of a swimming pool. And it's about going beyond the norm. Swimming in a swimming pool and looking at the black line on the bottom is normal. So it's about going beyond what you think you're capable of. So that's just my Instagram handle. But I was raising money for Diversity in Aquatics, which is a network, an organization that empowers people to get in the water and provides opportunities to learn how to swim or learn how to scuba dive or whatever it is that you'd like to do.
So what you did you went from Surf City, Santa Cruz, to the Marine Sanctuary of Monterey.
Yeah.
And I think somebody mentioned it, or you mentioned it, or I think I heard that somewhere, but that's what you did, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
It's really great. Catherine, I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Sharing your great story here with Buzzin' with Cousin. And I want you to know that you've got a platform here on this page. And anytime, you want to post something, just do it. If you got an event, let us know what's going on. And we got your back, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And I just want to say one more time, thanks for coming on.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a real inspiration and a true champion. And thank you so much. And take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that was fantastic. Anybody that has kids, grandkids, yourself, whatever, get in the water. There's something you can always do in the water. It's something you can do for your all the time in life. So go ahead and get in the water, learn the safety of water, and it's fun. So I'm going to let everybody go. Thank you for tuning in. Please tell your friends to watch this show. It's going to be on replay. And I will be back on November 2nd on a Monday with 2 great guests. And thank you for tuning in. Bye.